Hello,
Hello,
my name is Rick.
my name is Martin.
Nice to meet you. You're from Estonia, right?
Yes.
And you are the driver of the truck which I was um, raising for, right?
Yeah, correct.
This is awesome. How is the road? First question.
Road is, or you mean trip? How we came
how
here?
was the trip?
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was
Road.
nice. We came quite well. We had some problems in Poland with road blockades, but we managed to pass them, and we was actually here in Kiev before we planned to be. So it was okay, and roads are okay. Here maybe a bit bumpy, but generally it was going good.
This is good.
Truck was actually very good.
Is it your first convoy, or you've been already coming
It
here?
was my first convoy as group leader, but I'm third time with this
Third time.
NAFO.
That's so
here.
cool. I want to thank you from the Ukrainian people for this work, for this voluntary work, for coming here, for bringing here trucks, for driving them yourself. It's 3,000 kilometers drive, right?
2000.
2,000. From Estonia here, it's 2,000.
Yes.
Good.
So
Anyway, it's a lot.
It's about 30 hours.
30 hours, yeah. This is why I thought 3,000, because 30 hours. It's 3 there.
Yeah, it's
mixed it.
non-stop driving. We change drivers, make gasoline station stops after 200-300 kilometer. So we can change, we can eat, drink,
That's
do
good.
what's needed. And
There's always a second driver there to cover for
it's
you,
not
right?
it's not always, but
Not always.
I have been also alone in a truck. Then I got
Wow.
help from other car for
To have a nap, right?
to have a nap for 2 hours and then continue.
That's good. May I ask you, what do you do for living?
I'm working in wood industry. I'm a sawmill manager actually.
Nice. And there are a lot of woods in Estonia?
Half of Estonia is covered with forests, and this is a big part of our economy.
Have you been the woodworker for all your life? Or you?
Yes, I have been learning like carpenter work. I have been learning wood in university, and I have worked all of my life in wood.
That's very interesting. For me, because is it interesting for you, by the way? Through all these years, do you still love your job?
Yes.
That's so cool and admirable. So you probably have passion for wood, right?
Yes, I can say so.
That's cool.
This is what I can do.
So, anyway, how was it for you when this full-scale invasion started? Can you please tell me something, anything like where did you like meet all of this on 24th of February?
For me, this was actually a big surprise that this kind of war, like was World War II, can still exist.
Yeah.
That there is just start to come people with tanks and cannons and start fight in caves and. It sounds like nonsense. I could imagine that if you like to take over something, you shoot out all your rockets in one go and fight like intelligent way or something like this. But to start a war like this was a bit unbelievable.
Yeah, and it surprised me too. And you see, this barbaric way of interact with your neighbors, I couldn't believe it. can happen in 21st
like
century.
Russia is neighbor for Ukraine. Russia is the neighbor also to Estonia. So in this case, we have same enemy, and
I think
it's hard to say, but this was our luck that they attack Ukraine, not Estonia.
yeah,
So
yeah, and
we try to help because we are in same position. We do what we can, or how we know or how we can help.
I think
And I hope it make difference. When you look today, this line, there is 20 trucks.
21, I heard.
Okay,
Yeah.
in good condition. Then to see all these together, then you really understand that it will make a change, and it could change something.
And it motivates, right?
It motivates, and when you see and hear the stories, what they have been going through, and how much help, how much these trucks help them. We had one unit who got thermal rifle scope. They also asked if they could get the truck because they really need it. Then this, yeah, when you start to think how to make this, yeah, they wish to come true.
I must say that you have an awesome English, though you told me that your English is bad. No, man, you're mistaken. Your English is good, so don't stress about that.
I've been working in international companies, so I'm used to speak, but now 10 years I've been working in Estonian company and not speak about English.
Yeah, so you're just not practicing.
I'm a bit rusty.
Oh, rusty, yeah, it's a good word for that. So I think I think all the Estonian people are supporting Ukraine because you guys understand what it is. You have the experience of being invaded and occupied by Russia also. Are there also some people like we have in Ukraine? I won't deny it. We have about 5% of Russian sympathizers, collaborators. Do you also have those people in Estonia? What do you think?
It seems like that we have, because there was president voting, and seems like in Estonia, votes what was given in Estonia was 80 to 90% given to Putin. I don't know how many votes there was, but anyway, this is threat sign because we living side by side with these people.
Yeah.
No.
That's yeah. Unfortunately, there are always people who fall for Russian propaganda.
Yep.
In every country, and we must try to figure out how to fight it. But unfortunately, as I see it, people, when they're under the influence of Russian propaganda, it's really hard to get it out of them, and because this is kind of a mindset where they don't want to believe the truth or something like that.
Truth is difficult to listen, and if I really don't know what's going on here, but I can see from distance that actually this area, this Donetsk, Luhansk, this is, as I understand, mostly Russian-speaking areas. That I don't know, 70-80% of people home language is.
I'm from Donetsk. I'm a Russian speaker.
Okay.
I was a Russian speaker. Now I speak only Ukrainian and English because I deny to speak Russian.
But then Russians actually bombing Russians.
Oh yeah, Russian-speaking people.
Yeah.
That's basically what they do.
So it's cannot say you're killing more or less your own people, and this is actually difficult to understand.
But you see, that's the typical Russians. They don't care about people who they call theirs. Though, man, none of those people are Russian people. Even if they are convinced by Russia that they are, they are not. They have different mindset, and You can see it on in the interviews. For example, you know that there are those people who were thrown by the Russians, thrown to the front line, just grabbed from the streets and thrown there in 2022 in Donetsk and Luhansk oblasts. And those people, when you see how they communicate with their loved ones, with their wives, mothers, and how Russians communicate, this is a huge difference. Those people are more Ukrainians than you can imagine, and I still think we need not to abandon them, and we need to try to show them that Ukraine never wanted any harm, wanted to do any harm to them. This is going to be a big challenge for us to really.
It is a big challenge, and first time I came with convoy, then one part trucks we given over in Konstantinovka behind Kramatorsk. So we saw Kharkiv and Izum and Kramatorsk and Konstantinovka. This was actually a completely different picture what we see here in Kiev, and we saw and listened to these guys who came to get the car that there's different people, some of them waiting Putin that they come and liberate them, and some refuse to speak Russia anymore. So it's
it's always different. But the thing is, number of those Russian waiters, as we call them here in Ukraine, we call them zhduny. Have you heard of this one?
No.
It's translated as it is being translated as those who are waiting for Russia usually. So those zhduny, they are there's always around just 5 to 10% of them. And on those territories, there are so many of them because a lot of people moved from those territories, escaping the war. And this is why you have the impression that a lot of people are waiting for Russia there, but it is not true. There are only 5 to 10% of them. I'm convinced of that.
I don't mean that most of them, but these soldiers told that these people refuse to move out in front line. They still live in their houses because they really wait that they come and...
Not all of them. Some of them are just staying in their homes because they don't want to leave their homes. It's hard for even... Especially for older people, it's really hard to leave their homes where they lived for their whole life. So they might be really pro-Ukrainian, but they just don't want to leave anywhere and change their life in any bit because they are really used to those places, to their homes.
Some don't have a chance to do it, so...
Yeah.
But so it's life.
Okay,
but we
my
are here
friend,
to help, and we help as we can. And I hope that you can collect some more money to fundraise these trucks what people need, and these drones what army need, and all other help.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm not hoping for this. We're gonna get more help, we're gonna get more trucks, and you're gonna bring here even more trucks. Thanks, my friend. Can you repeat your name?
Martin.
Martin. Thank you so much for this short interview and for all the help that you are giving to Ukraine and your people are giving to Ukraine.
Welcome.
You are our best friends. We're so lucky to have you guys.
Good.
Thank you. See you soon, guys.